and welcome to another Hayley-Roxanna crafts video on crocheting. In previous videos I have demonstrated the basic crochet stitches. So in this video I'm going to show you how to use one of those stitches, the treble crochet if you're using UK terms, or double crochet if you're using US terms, can be used to make front and back post trebles or doubles, to create a unique texture of raised stitches which can be used in a variety of ways to make beautiful patterns. But first I'm going to do a quick reminder of how to do the treble crochet stitch or the double crochet stitch if you are using US terms. So before you can actually do front post and back post trebles or doubles if you're using US terms, you actually need a row of treble or double crochet stitches to work into. So I've started making a row of my treble stitches using the UK terms. So I'll just remind you how to do that. So you would take your yarn over your hook, insert your hook either into stitches on the previous row, or in this case the chain as it's the foundation row, pull through the yarn like so. So you've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over your hook and pull through, and yarn over and pull through your remaining 2 stitches. So I'll do that again. So you've got yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops, like so. I'll just finish this foundation row off. And then I will show you how we do our front post and back post stitches. So now I've got my row of treble stitches using the UK terms, or double crochet stitches if I'm using US terms. I can now do front post trebles, which in US terms are front post doubles. So in UK patterns, a front post treble is usually abbreviated to FPTR, and in the US patterns a front post double is usually abbreviated to FPDC. So I can flip this row so I can start working back along for the next row. So you need to start the row with either 2 or 3 chains. This sort of depends on the height of your treble stitches and the tension and style of your crocheting as to which works best for you. So I'd advise you to try both. Personally, I'm going to do 2 chains, 1, 2, to start my row. So I can now do my front post treble. So to do the front post treble, you start it the same as a normal treble. So you do your yarn over your hook, like so. And then instead of inserting your hook into the V that's formed from your previous stitch on the top, you're actually going to take it through the front between the first and the second of the treble stitches on the previous row, and then bring it back through between the second and the third of the trebles, like so. Then you do your yarn over and pull through, which gives you your 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through the first 2, yarn over and pull through the second 2, like so. So I'll do that again. So we've got yarn over your hook like you would with a standard treble crochet. Then you want to insert your hook between the 2 treble stitches on the previous row from the front to the back, and then bring it back through between that stitch and the next one to it, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, and you just keep repeating that until you have got the number of front post trebles that you want. It can be a little bit fiddly, so you may want to just sort of loosen your tension slightly just to make it a bit easier. But it does get easier with practice as well, to do your front post trebles, like so. Okay, and if I show you on the back, you sort of get this ridge forming along the back. Okay, and it sort of brings the stitches of the previous row up, so you sort of end up with almost like a long stitch sort of forming. Okay, like so. Okay, so now we'll look at the back post trebles using the UK terms, which are usually abbreviated to BPTR, or if you're using US terms, back post doubles, which are usually abbreviated to BPDC. So again, if you were doing this at the start of the row, you would need to decide how many chains you're going to do. As I am just continuing along the row from where I did the front post trebles, I don't need to worry about that. So again, you start it the same as you would any treble crochet stitch, with a yarn over your hook, obviously using UK terms. And then this time, instead of inserting the hook from the front between the two stitches, you're actually going to insert it from the back, like so, and then go from the front to the back between the stitch you're working on and the next one to it. And then you want to do your pull through, so you've got your 3 loops, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2. Okay, so I'll do that again. This is a little bit fiddly, and I actually think back post trebles are more fiddly than front post ones. So do just take your time with it. So you've got yarn over your hook, insert your hook between the stitches from the back to the front, and then pass it between the next 2 stitches from the front to the back, pull through your yarn, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. I'll do that again. So you've got yarn over, insert the hook from the back to the front, and then the front to the back around the post of that stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, so like I said, this can be a little bit fiddly, but it's best to just take your time with it. There is no rush to get it right. Okay, so there are the back post trebles. And as you can see, this time you get the ridge on the front of the work, like so. So with these front posts here, front post trebles, the ridge is on the back. With your back post trebles, the ridge is on the front. And so it kind of looks like the back of the front post trebles. Hope that's not too confusing. Yeah, so that's your back post, and it sort of pushes the posts to the back, whereas the front posts bring the posts to the front. That's sort of the way I remember how to do it. Okay, there we go. That's that. So front post and back post trebles, or front post and back post doubles if you're using US terms, can be combined to form patterns like this here in these reindeer slippers that I made a few years ago. I will put the information about the pattern for these reindeer slippers in my description, just in case anyone's interested. But you can see that the front and back post trebles have been alternated to form this sort of ridged pattern of the side of the slippers, which is very effective. So this is quite easy to do. I'll just quickly show you how it was done. So if I take this again that I've been using and just continue the row, you literally just alternate the front and the back post. So you do the yarn over and you will do a front post treble like so. And then in the next one, you will do a back post treble. So you're inserting from the back to the front, like so. And then you would do a front post treble, so you insert front to back round your post. And then you would do a back post, so back to front around your post. Like so. So it just alternates where the ridges are forming to give the pattern like so. And when you repeat it over a number of rows, you get like this little ridge coming up the front, and it's just exactly the same on the inside, really. This obviously worked in a round as opposed to just a longer row, but it's just worked exactly the same for the front and back post trebles. You can alternate them in other ways as well to form different patterns. So you could do 2 front posts and then 2 back posts, or 1 front post, 2 back posts, literally any combination. So it's worth just having a play around with it to see what the different ways look like, to find ways that work for you, especially if you were doing your own patterns, just to see what works, what you like. So that's front and back post treble stitches if you are using UK terms, or front and back post double stitches if you are using the US terms. Front and back post stitches can actually be done with all of the basic crochet stitches, although it is actually easier and more effective when you use the taller crochet stitches. So if you're working in UK terms, the treble, the double treble and the triple treble crochet stitches, or in US terms, your double, treble and double treble crochet stitches. I'll put some links in the description to items that I have used in this video. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to pop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them for you. And that's it. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.